Dear God, we're gaming. Welcome, everybody. It's Everyday August Day 5. I have with me Taduki, and we are going to beat Resident Evil 5.
Driving in my car
Right
after
after
a
a
beer.
It's time. We're here to win. We're here to beat the shit out of some zombies.
We
And
had to
probably
beat the
Wesker.
shit out of Chris Redfield. And what?
Oh, no, but that's me. Don't beat the shit out of me. Jesus.
Okay.
Okay. I guess I won't. Where's the game? There it
Where's the
is.
game? Uninstalled.
No, we haven't beaten it yet. I can't uninstall the game. Okay.
I'm gonna I'm gonna drag you in on getting 100% of the achievements.
What? Why?
Because I don't want this game sitting in my Steam library unfinished.
All right, all right. We'll have to. Yeah, I'll have to keep it on my hard drive.
Ugh. This game is killing me.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. But we're here to win. We're here to beat it today.
If I die, it was Albert Wesker's fault.
If I die, give all of my belongings to Albert Wesker. I don't know what he'll do with them. What he will do with them.
I don't want to know what he'll do with them.
Give my computer to Albert Wesker. my entire Steam library.
Albert Wesker, he can have my Epic Games account. I have cool skins on Fortnite.
I have the Miku skin.
I have the Miku skin.
That'd be worth.
Albert Wesker, I have the Miku skin.
Wesker, love me, please.
How the fuck do I play this game?
Right.
I have one space in my inventory because I just have so much random shit.
You've got ammo. You've got.
Can't even...
How do you have like 75 shotgun shells? Why do you have so much?
I said don't worry about it.
No, I am worrying about it. Please,
don't.
Give me ammo. I need it.
Do you want
I
some?
don't want the shotgun ammo. I'm not gonna be able to use it.
Do you want some Magnum ammo?
Actually, hold on.
The Magnum that you have.
Oh yeah, give me the Magnum ammo.
Oh.
That would be so useful.
Give.
Let's go.
Give.
And I can put...
Give.
Oh my god. I'm gonna put it all in my inventory. I'm gonna bring it out for the fight. Do I bring it out now, or should I bring it out for the final boss? Because I also have that rocket launcher.
I have the fucking grenade launcher as well.
6-3, which is probably the final boss. We'll just break out all of the goods. We'll break the goods out. I could put piercing on my fucking Magnum. I can upgrade its firepower. Wait. 1, 5. So my rifle does about the same amount as the the Magnum. What's the point? What's the point of it all if the rifle does the same amount of damage?
What's the point of it all?
What's the point? How much does my... Oh yeah, no, this is not this is not worth having in my inventory, I guess. The machine gun. I just have it because I want something else. But if I put the Magnum in, it'd be easy. Nah. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. I'm gonna keep 12 ammo in there. I'm balling. This doesn't seem like a good idea.
We'll find out.
I'm gonna break out the fucking revolver and shoot bitches in the head.
Ooh. Eerie.
I'm so ready. We've... Oh. I didn't even... I was looking away.
You fool.
Never look away.
Never look away from Resident Evil. Oh yeah, we're on the boat.
Oh, fuck.
We're boating.
Fish.
Fish! We're on a boat.
This
Oh my
ship
god.
is
How do I...
huge.
Check this
How do I
fucking
play?
shit out.
Do you think they're planning to use it to spread Ouroboros?
No, using a ship
Kill
like this
him.
would give away their position too soon. They must have another plan.
Ow.
Here we go. Got his ass.
Got him.
Is there any others that I can see from here? I don't think so. I also just don't have the ammo anyway. Oh, check this fucking thing out! It's so long! Look
That's
at the,
what she
the fucking
did.
barrel on this thing. I forgot how ass this
man.
game is. A man has fallen into the
Hold on.
river at Lego City. Oh. Oh
Help
no,
the
there's
rescue.
lots more of them. That guy's got a helmet! What the fuck? Grenades?
From where?
I don't
Oh,
know.
this
Oh, up
road.
there. Very hard to aim.
Yeah.
Look out! Did I miss? Got his ass. I'm like covering you from a long distance. Give me that.
What's up here?
Neither of us can use that ammo. Oh. My map.
Oh my
there a
god, look at the
point
fucking
going that
skybox, dude. This game is so old.
I can't even fucking see anything. Oh my god.
You see the dudes that are like on top of the fucking
Wait, what?
random ass pillar?
Oh my god, yeah, what the hell?
Kill
These
them.
guys are like ready. I don't think I can shoot him. Oh, never mind, I can. Got him. I killed
What's
him.
over here?
I was going this. Oh wait, I think this is the way we're supposed to go. Let's not do that.
I got more shit that I can't pick up.
I forgot how
I
bad.
love
Oh,
leaving
dogs!
birds. Whoa!
Have you
Oh,
tried
there's
the
birds
shotgun?
behind you.
Oh! Oh, you are kidding me.
Or blam.
Blam.
What?
Oh, he's got fucking, he's got body armor.
Stay down, bitch.
Stay
I said
down.
Stay the fuck down.
No, he didn't stay down.
Oh,
Shot him in the arm.
that-
Ooh,
his
magnum
head-
ammo.
His headworm exploded.
Headworm? Did you get
Headworm.
everything up there? Magnum.
Ah!
Why did I put 3 fucking... Oh. Wow.
There was a herb back up there, but I have no space, so...
I'm just gonna let you do that. You seem to have the ammo.
Stay down, bitch!
Look at this. I don't even need to do anything. Hold on, I'm inventorying.
Big knife.
I guess I'll... I feel like I don't need to do anything. You've got all the ammo.
stolen.
Got him.
Gone!
Gone.
Stolen!
Oh no. Just along for the ride. I am. This is my life. Always along for the ride. Ew. What?
Press.
He go up. Checkpoint.
I sure hope it does. We need a key card.
Ooh. Oh yeah, we gotta go up there. Push! I need your help.
Ugh.
I need your help.
God damn it. This red
Sheva!
shell's fucking useful.
Sheva, please. I love Resident Evil 5. Oh yeah, we're gonna jump down and there's gonna be fucking hell.
Yeah.
I bet they're gonna come from that container right there.
Probably. There's another one as well. This one's open.
I don't see anyone in that one. Let's find out.
Yeah, they're not gonna spawn.
Never mind, it was from above.
We're
gonna get trapped. I'm trapped.
Oh.
Well, you got the shotgun. You'll be fine.
Ah! He's throwing nades at me.
I don't know how to help you.
Ow. You can shoot some bitches.
I actually can't shoot through this cage. I can't shoot through the cage.
You actually not?
I was like trying, but it like rebounded off the things.
What
I'm
the
kind
fuck,
of. Oh, I can.
Bro has a shield?
Yeah,
That's not fair. Oh.
I would help. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's one of those fuckers.
Uh-oh.
I wish I could help. Wait, I might be able to. Get him, get the inside, get the inside. I think we did it. Hell yeah. Ball in. Oh, get the thing that he dropped.
Key card!
The key card.
Hey!
Let me out of here!
Stop throwing shit at me, dude.
You gotta get me out of here.
Well, that's helpful.
I actually
I
can't
shoot it?
do anything. Oh,
Oh my god, I can shoot it.
you're learning.
I'm so smart. Biggest brain. I love that you were like, I'm not even doing anything, and now you're literally caged.
Yeah, I'm
The
caged.
game was like, doing nothing, you say.
They're dog here.
Sheva's the main
Oh, bye.
character in Resident Evil 5.
It thinks it can reach me through the cage.
Ow.
It thinks wrong. Oh my god, another dog. The dogs are trying to get me.
I don't know why it zoomed in on the cage like that.
They try it. They fail. Did it just... the goods spawn up there? That's crazy. Oh! What the fuck just happened? Bro just
Get
like
uncaged.
wormed me.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, thank you. I'm free! I don't know if that's a good thing.
Oh, we're moving, apparently. Where am I going?
You're leaving? You're leaving?
Okay. Cool.
You're also really low.
Yeah.
So don't
Yeah, I
die.
can tell.
How do I... can I get to you? Or...
I don't know.
that's a safe. I hear.
Stay down!
I don't know what I'm doing.
Itch.
You just throw a grenade in there. Oh hey.
I don't know where I'm meant to be going.
I'm gonna open. Oh, money! Uh-oh.
Well, this
I'm
is
gonna-
just back to the same spot. Okay.
Did I shoot the grenades on these guys? Yo. They're after me. Don't. Oh, you're going to explode! Chris! Don't just sit there.
Uh-oh. Big man. Big man's.
Big man, behind me? Hurry up, trying not to die. Oh, two of them. Oh, come
Ow.
on. I was apparently missing everything, but I got him for you. That was a ridiculous aim.
Pleasure.
Well, now I can pick this up.
Oh god.
Alright, I've been over there. I got the safe.
Oh, okay. Oh, then I guess we just go this way.
Yeah,
Yup.
I wanted to wait. I jump down? Yes, I can. Another topaz. How do we... Wait, you can act... Oh, I see.
Yeah. We probably need to be on those.
Wait,
Yeah, stand on top of them
Yeah,
and
okay.
then shoot.
that makes more sense. That makes way more sense.
I'm smart, I swear.
Please, you have to believe me.
Tell me an equation and I'll do it.
I promise.
I see a dogger.
Did I just fuck
Ow!
myself?
What the fuck?
I may need another... You might need to raise the thing
Yeah,
again
you'll
for
have
me.
to just give me a moment. Where did the other dog go? Oh, I see him.
Where'd the dog?
What's the dog doing?
Because I can't jump up.
Okay. Dog down.
It do go down.
I hate the
Oh.
camera in this game. Holy shit.
I keep hearing dog.
Why is
Help
there
me!
another one?
I'm stuck. I can't
You
help
are
you.
suck?
I'm stuck.
That's not what I heard.
Not what I said. Help me!
Where are you?
Help me! You need to take me. You need to raise the thing again.
Oh my god, why?
Because I jumped down for goodies and they just didn't let me back up.
You motherfucker.
That's what I was saying. You need to shoot the thing for me. I jumped down to like this crevice that was next to me. You see this hole that's like right here? I jumped down there.
Yeah. Oh, I can't fucking
Can you
reach
get
it
onto
from
that?
here.
Really? Please don't jump down.
Can you go to the other side?
I can go to the other one. I get to go that way now. Yippee!
Because I can actually reach it. Oh my god, there we go.
Yeah, I jumped down there and I thought it was going to be good for me, and it wasn't. It lied to me.
Clearly, you don't know what's good for you.
Anyway,
Oh, the camera!
the camera is so bad. Let's break down this door.
Let me break it down for you, Mark.
Let me break it down for you, Mark. We'll see. I love how quiet it is. Machine gun ammo, which we don't have. Hand grenade, an herb. You should probably take the herb.
You
Oh,
want
you
some
can also take the
handgun
ammo. I would love some handgun ammo. Thank you. Can I also... Oh. I'm gonna give you... this. Can I have that rifle ammo that you have? Thank you. Then I'll take this green herb.
Herb.
I'll combine it. And I'll also take this hand grenade. Just in case. And you can take that machine gun ammo. Because you have the stuff for it.
God, not that I ever fucking used it.
Nope, but you have a machine gun, at least.
True.
We're balling. Ooh, what's here? More handgun ammo.
I hope you don't only think of me as the guy with the machine gun, but also as a friend. Where the fuck are we?
We're on a boat.
This tanker's so big.
He knows we're here.
Fuck up, Sheva.
He'll find us.
Let's just say we have a history together, and he's not the type to let grudges go.
We have a history.
They have
together.
a.
They're
They explode
exes.
each other's bodies.
Goes a bit beyond just pissing him off.
I've killed him before.
Are you going to tell me what happened?
He betrayed my team. Weapon?
Until after we put an end to it.
Another grenade
to be-
launcher?
Okay.
We used to be lovers.
We used to be
Me and Wesker.
lovers. Now we're haters.
We're haters. Jailbreaker.
That sounds awesome. Are we gonna break some jails?
I have no room for anything.
Oh, you don't have room. My turn.
No.
I've got 5 breaker jails.
Breaker jails.
Jailbreaker. I hardly even know her.
Get out of my head.
Oh my god, the flowers. Oh yeah, the woman.
What's going on here? Nothing that concerns either of you. We're not giving you an option. Now spit it out.
Tell us what we want to know and you won't get hurt.
She just like spit some gum on the floor.
You can behave yourselves. Maybe I'll tell
Spit it out. I was gonna say, I would have just shot her, but... Damn.
Damn it!
Chris actually tried to shoot her. He's just really
He's just that bad. The aiming in this game is awful. Don't give
Do
to
not
children.
give to children.
I love how we both read the same thing.
Whatever it is, Excella seemed protective of it.
That looks like medicine.
It's funny because I don't think that any random warning label would stop Wesker from giving that to a child.
Don't
Like,
give that to children.
Let's see what it does. Let's fuck around and find out.
Let's
Power
fuck around. How do I do this?
Tricell researcher Miguel's journal number 2.
Fuck it.
May 8. Our current aim is to develop a virus that surpasses the potential of both the G virus and the T Veronica virus. The Veronicas. We need to eliminate extreme mutations, mental atrophy, and instability in the virus. We were told not to be concerned with retention and rejection rates, but even still,
Don't mind me.
smash. Overcoming these 3 problems is going to be a challenge. Of course, all that is really only a problem for regular researchers. I'm already on the cusp of overcoming 2 of the problems. The third is proving to be a bit trickier, so I may have to resort to some alternative means. Sometimes I frighten myself with my own ingenuity. Sometimes my genius is frightening.
Sometimes.
Trisel is fortunate enough to have someone of my intelligence on their payroll. Alright, bro.
My intelligence.
I'm so much smarter than everyone else.
Everyone. Alright, we're bowling.
Where?
Open. Oh, there are people.
Says who?
Says me.
Oh my god.
One shot, one kill. Oh,
I'll
there's a
never
safe-
know I'm here.
So you'll take that one out.
Got him. There's explosive barrels.
We can use those to our advantage. They explode, you know. Oh shit.
Oh.
How? Okay. It's kind of crazy that the zombies have guns. Let's be real. I was about to say, how do you take cover again?
Oh, hello.
Oh, there's a guy up here.
Go away.
Are these not going to explode? Like, they just catch shit on fire, I guess? Oh, you're joking. You fucking minded?
Got him.
Nice.
There's some rifle ammo here.
There's a
You need
guy right... You have no head! How are you shooting? I don't have... Fuck it. I'm out of fucking room in my inventory. Thanks to that grenade launcher.
Okay, I literally don't see anyone.
Yeah, I also don't see anyone. Oh, never mind. I see someone. Oh, okay, what the fuck? Things are exploding? What the fuck?
Oh, boy.
I didn't even get a chance to get up! Where are these bitches coming from? Oh. Over there.
Oh, there's a
Alright.
guy in the fucking... in the thing.
Wall.
Oh! I blew him up.
Nice.
Get
Alright.
curb lammed.
How we looking? Why did I pick that up? Uh-oh. You're joking. He's shooting me.
Shield man.
Don't do that. Oh, fucking.
Oh!
He looked at me. Can I get off
Ow.
the wall and help? How we looking?
Rifle ammo.
Ooh. Wait,
Okay, I
wait,
think we're good.
wait. Where? This is.
Hey, bro.
Can I
we not?
pick this up, please? Thank you.
Alright, do we just go down?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably.
Ow!
Are you dying? Alright, he's dead.
Or had a rifle just fucking aimed down the thing.
Damn. Whoa!
I'm scared.
Did this guy die? Oh. Yeah,
Whoa.
no, he did. Damn.
There is no man. Oh, man. Uh-oh.
Oh,
That's,
one of
that
these.
good.
Oh my. Back up. Kill it. Nice.
Climb.
We are bowling. It's with the wave after wave.
Oh my god, they're behind us.
I'm picking up shotgun shells and stuff. I don't need these. Oh. Here, take this.
Take this.
Take this! There's some incendiary grenades. There's a red herb. Are you fucking kidding? Machine gun!
Uh-oh.
Great. What a guy. You have one of those. Where is this dude?
Uh-oh.
They got bombs? Bomb
They got
factory.
bombs.
They're bombs. I'm just gonna shoot the barrel. Nice. I'm just shooting him in the head. Baby.
Why does his ammo box look interactable?
Right?
Fuck
You
it.
wanna like beat him up?
Swinging back kick.
Yo, that was awesome.
Cha. Cha.
I'm shooting him. Wow.
Oh.
That was easy.
Huh.
Ooh. Wait, we had
That
to
was
do
a
that.
little too easy.
Alright, I'm gonna pick that. I obviously have that grenade launcher, like... Not even gonna use it. Alright, do I want to take anything extra?
Rifle
Probably not.
ammo.
Ooh, ammo, you say?
Yes.
Yes. Where?
Safe.
Ooh, grab that.
No, I thought I'd just leave it. Key card.
Ooh, nice. There's another herb here. Up there. Wait, I don't think
Key
I can
card
pick it up now.
numero uno and key card numero dos.
Why did I... Oh, wait, come here.
Yippee.
That was probably the easiest way. Alright, 2 keycards. You
Aw.
mind?
No.
Use keycard.
No.
Time to swipe.
Among Us.
Oh my god, the card task.
Oh my god!
More of them.
It never fucking ends!
Do not blow me up, dude. Do not. I said don't.
He's gonna blow me!
No, 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 no. Not like that. How is he? Oh my god. How is this dude not dead? Is there a third? What's going on? There is definitely a third.
There he is. I found him.
Oh, you're kidding! He like stumbled. Stop staggering him. Stop. Stop shooting him. There we go. I couldn't do anything because he kept staggering him, but I missed. I shot at him and I missed.
I fired and I missed. Eat a popsicle. I passed out in the snow.
Okay.
A dream where I fired. I missed.
I missed. What the fuck am I even
Missed.
supposed to do? I don't have...
Surely when you're here next, we rewatch the entire Trauma Center playthrough.
Surely. It's only like 2 months away.
Oh my god.
I know. I just gotta get through August.
I just have to survive.
I just have to live. We'll get there.
I have nearly 2 full stacks of machine gun ammo. Maybe I should start using it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you needed to start using the shotgun, because you had like 3. I was like, are you kidding me? Elevator.
Elevator.
Vup.
V to up.
V up. There he is! It's him!
My god, why does he look so slutty? Like, who dresses like that?
Why do you look so slutty?
He's dressed like a man whore.
Oh, did you see his eyes?
Like, he's so scary.
He has cat eyes. Or snake eyes. I don't know.
Wesker children were entrusted with endless potential.
Or goat
Of them,
eyes.
Only one survived.
Only one survived. It was you.
You.
Are you saying I was manufactured?
Manufacturer.
To become a god. Creating a new world with an advanced race of human beings. However, all was lost with Raccoon City.
Oh my god.
I did that.
Despite that setback, your creation still holds great significance. Now my candle burns dimly.
Why are you getting up from your wheelchair, dude?
Isn't it? For one who has the right
It's just how I am when I've had a long
God,
day.
to face his own mortality.
The right to be a god.
Imagine having the force to
That right.
shove your hand
Karate chop
through
through a
somebody.
man.
The right to be a god. You. Arrogant even until the end. Only one truly capable of being a god deserves that right.
Oh my god.
Oh my Wesker.
The right. With Uroboros, I have that right.
The right to be a god.
The right to be a god. That was it. Sasa.
We did it. Sasa.
We're winning.
Yeah.
We're doing pretty good for ourselves. Oh my god. I can get rid of this fuck ass grenade launcher. Do I put more magnum ammo? I'm gonna put my I'm gonna save everything for the like final, I think. What can I oh, I can buy the jailbreaker. What if I jailbreak my ankle?
Could be that. What the fuck?
Oh my god, money. Big fucking money. The fact that my rifle does more damage than the fucking revolver is so funny.
Quite amusing.
I could have put 40 in my rifle. I need money. I could have 40 bullets in my rifle.
My god.
Instead of 25. Oh my god.
Get me off this fucking ship!
How are you supposed to get off the ship? Body. Pile of bodies.
What happened here?
They hit the floor.
Oh my god.
This is what happens when you party too hard.
She needs to shit real bad.
I was gonna say she's got COVID.
What's going on?
When I've done so much, all for you.
Chris, how nice of you to join us.
Wesker.
You're not even gonna...
Don't worry.
Sheva's
Your
like right next to me,
mission
dude.
is at its end. Ouroboros is on the eve of the
I don't
appearance.
talk to women.
6 billion cries of agony will
6
burn
billion?
in balance.
That's how you know this game is old.
Yeah.
Albert, you said we change this world together. Oh, why?
I thought they were partners.
Not
Why?
all.
Wesker doesn't give a damn about anybody but himself.
Soon,
Yeah.
even you will understand, Chris. One glimpse of my new world, and it will all make perfect sense.
Show yourself!
Unfortunately,
I'm not even on the
too late
boat,
for you.
dumbass.
You will not live to see the dawn. Sorry, Excella, but it appears Ouroboros has rejected you. Though you have been an excellent asset, I have one last task for
We're gonna
you.
fight one of those fucking worm monsters again.
Farewell, old friend.
I love that Sheva reacts as if this hasn't been the normal thing for like the last 8 hours.
Yeah.
Like every
Um.
time she's like, what is happening?
Yeah, what's going on?
Uh-oh. Amalgamation.
Well,
Well, this is a Dark Souls boss.
this is a fucking Dark Souls boss. Jesus. Monstrous Titan.
Mount of flesh.
Maybe I should have brought the grenade launcher. The tree.
Is that a turret? No, it's a light. Aw.
Oh, we're running? Please don't tell me there's quick time events. It feels like they're just like, these were supposed to be quick time events.
Yeah.
You know? This was definitely quick time events.
It's probably just too hard to do it with like a co-op.
Yeah, 100%.
Like if you have to make both people do it, it
It's so funny to just... You can
they're
tell.
like random cuts.
Yeah. You can tell when they were supposed to be.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Persistent son of a bitch.
What do you mean persistent son of a bitch? You just didn't fucking do anything.
Hurt that thing?
I don't know. We gotta get the hell out of
What
here.
the hell is
Destroy this
that
place.
thing? Invented.
This is just like fucking Alien Isolation. I'm having flashbacks.
Oh, they're like everywhere.
Alright, I guess we're not going that way.
This Alien Isolation. I really... I'm gonna play that game eventually. Oh my god, look outside. It's the tree.
What the fuck?
This feels like a stealth section, but not stealth. You know?
Shotgun shells. Or
Hell
my
yeah.
shotgun. The stairs. Oh.
I wonder how long this chapter is, specifically. This feels like it would just be like a big quick time event stealth
I guess
section.
we'll find out. That guy just got thrown.
Did he? Well, we can't go that way. Yo, what's up, KF? How you doing? Are they worming inside? Oh, I can open these?
Worming it.
I'm worming it. Oh my god. Big chalice. Oh, good brother, you? I am doing good. You just closed the door on me.
Oh. Well, these mans are electric.
What? Is
They're
this...
all electrified.
Oh. Oh. Oh no, it's just their stun sticks. The real question is, are they alive?
Yes.
They, yeah, okay, they all, oh my god.
Ow.
That one is going to explode. Oh, it didn't explode, it was boring.
Ow.
Hold on. We'll get there.
Hello?
Do something? Did you kill it? No.
Yeah.
No, not dead.
Oh? Oh.
You just stunned it. Now.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I got it. Sure.
Bro,
Cool.
put me in his fucking mouth.
He ate you.
No.
Oh, you're kidding. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. I just need to use one more rifle bullet. What's over here? Is there any point? No.
Why is this door, like, so shiny?
Because it's special. Special door.
Special door. Automatic navigation's been engaged. I can't operate it. Okay.
So Wesker isn't on the ship after all.
Spencer's notebook. I just received word that Raccoon City has been wiped out. The Americans finally took action against us. I hope the irony of using the very military machine that was supposed to protect them from foreign attackers to kill their own people is not lost on them. While the danger posed by the threat of the T-virus spreading was very real, I don't think Americans will easily forgive their own government for the deaths of over 100,000 of their own people. Yeah, well, I don't think that people...
Zombies.
This is funny reading this, like, now, with the way that the American government is, because,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. If the truth of the matter is ever brought to light, support from the current administration will plummet. I don't think he wants that Trump moment. Even a child can see that they will come after Umbrella with everything they have. To hide their own foolish mistakes, they will blame Umbrella for Raccoon City's annihilation. It would seem Umbrella will share Raccoon City's fate, but perhaps it will be to a lesser degree. Umbrella was nothing but a tool for the research of the progenitor virus. Even without that tool, the research still survives. Only Umbrella's lowly employees will be hurt by its disillusion. If the secret research involving the progenitor virus is protected, then I can always rebuild anew. I've already made preparations for such a plan. The research facility in Africa remains a secret, not anymore, and it is there that the progenitor virus is produced, something that we didn't achieve until the late 80s. Only a handful of people in the company are even aware of the African facility's existence, thanks to our strict regulation of the flow of information. That rhymed. Only a minimum amount of personnel were... The strict regulation of the flow of information. Only a minimum amount of personnel were ever transferred from Africa to other locations, and they were always closely monitored. Director Bailey has been confined to the African facility for almost 30 years, and even that has all been for this day. All that remains is to close that facility and everything will go according to my plan. Once that facility is gone, all its connections to Umbrella will have disappeared with it. Then I will have to deal with anyone who has a level 10 security clearance, as they are the only ones who know of the African facility's existence. Everyone else will be summarily disposed of. My secrets will be protected. When one buries a treasure, one should not leave behind a map. What the fuck was this then? A printout is stuck on the inside of the notebook. Personnel with access to company secrets. Level 10. Oswell S. deceased. Henning P. imprisoned. Masaki T. deceased. Jenny K. Whereabouts unknown. Carlos M. found. Information obtained. Eliminated.
Carlos,
Brandon B.
no!
deceased. Frank E. deceased. Isabella C. deceased. Greg A. deceased. Lee D. deceased. Michael K. deceased. Ethan W. deceased.
Ethan Winters!
Oh no!
Oh my god! No! I love the fact that, like, we're currently, like, going through, like, a crisis. Like, there's a big fucking, like, tentacle monster outside, and we're just
I have to
sitting
read
here
this guy's
reading,
journal.
and we're, like, making funny, like, notes and stuff. Report on Project W. It has been confirmed that the accident at the Raccoon City Arclay Research Facility was due to the involvement of Project W test subject number 13, hereafter referred to as Albert. His death in that accident has made obtaining any further information an impossibility. Albert's death was confirmed by the Information Department. Albert's death puts the current success rate of Project W down to 18%. The quota of qualified individuals for the project has drastically reduced and must be addressed immediately. This poses a grave situation for any progress that can hope to be made in the project. Since there is no roster of qualified individuals to replace the recent losses, it would be advisable to start selecting individuals from the pool of failed candidates. After this, adjustments can be made that will restore up to 93% of the quota prior to Albert's death. Umbrella Information Department, Alex W.
Albert, I hardly know Bert.
Albert. Keycard. We keycarded.
Holy shit.
Albert Wesker is a person who was made. He's a person.
He's a fake man.
He's a fake person.
This looks fun. Have you guys got any video games up in here? It's so big already. That's what she said. If we don't do something, it'll destroy the ship.
That thing is gigantic. Well, wouldn't it be a good idea
Locked,
for it to destroy the ship so it drowns? Satellite Laser Shango Operating Manual.
What?
What the fuck kind of name is Laser Shango? The Shango satellite laser is operated by using a rocket launcher-style laser targeting device that sends targeting coordinates to the satellite. The satellite is then capable of firing a highly concentrated laser to within centimeters of the target. Aim the LTD at the target to relay the coordinates to the satellite. Coordinates. Once the target has been ascertained, the coordinates will be relayed. During the transmission, the target ring will appear red on the targeting scope. Note, if the targeting sensor's AI perceives that the target is no longer being tracked by the targeting scope, transmission of the coordinates will be cancelled. It says with be cancelled. They made a spelling mistake. When lock-on appears in the scope, it means the transmission has been successfully sent. Pulling the trigger will now activate the laser. The firing cannon must be given time to recharge before it can be refired.
We just might have a chance.
We're gonna blow it up with a laser.
We're gonna fire in my laser.
Yeah, we're gonna fire in my laser. There's like shit here.
Yeah, I already looked at it all.
You've already looked upstairs? You missed a red herb.
I can't pick it up!
Well, good. Because now I can pick it up and combine. Maybe you should try having less things in your inventory. What's your major? Oh my god, we're roofing.
Me when I'm on the roof?
Oh, this looks like a boss fight.
Yummers.
Oh. It
Wow,
is just a big
handy-dandy
tree.
Orbs.
Oh. Okay. That must be the thing. Explode!
What the fuck?
I blew it up! Alright, it's currently charging, so I need some time. Flame round. Oh, you're kind of winning. Oh, shit.
I did it all on my own.
Nice. Hold on.
Oh. Worms.
Targeting! Ah, what the hell? Got it. Big fuck off laser. What are these things?
Worms.
Oh yeah, great. 4 arms.
4 arms, I love that guy.
Whoa.
Ow! Oh my god, I'm getting wormed.
Don't do that. Which one are you shooting?
The one on the right. The end one on the right.
I'm shooting left ones. Alright.
Oh
Pick
my
this
god.
shit up again. I'm
Why
gonna
did
aim
I
at this
whistle?
one.
Hello?
Oh!
Oh, fuck.
Make sure you heal.
There are so many things happening.
Yes, there is.
I can't see.
Big fuck off light. What the hell? There's things up here? I'm kind of wormed.
Pick up any of this fucking ammo. So I can do shit.
Nice fucking try, dickhead. I'm gonna kill you. I think I'm doing... I don't know what I'm doing, but I think I'm winning. Ow. Oh, you got one. Nice.
Blam. Blam. I'm just shooting shit with my shotgun and it's working. I think.
Nice. There is a lot of goods up here. Alright, hold on. Targeting. Explode.
Oh my god, so many worms.
I think I'm helping. Oh, great. More of them. Oh, I thought so.
Blam.
Stop moving!
Oh my god.
What the hell's killing me?
Blam.
Oh come on! I was in the middle of healing. They're coming for me. Oh. Is it? Did it die? I think it died. Huh. Well, that was easy. Oh wow, that was it. Wow. Okay.
I did it.
Yippee!
Sass.
Oh, I got subs. I didn't route as many enemies as you did.
Damn. Feels bad.
That I felt like I was going through hell. I have no idea what you were going through, but I felt like I was going through hell.
I was being like, there were so many fucking like worms just everywhere.
There were so many
And
worms.
I was just shooting the shit out of it, and it worked.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Just,
All
I
right.
did the thing.
I'm bringing the big guns.
Okay, have the rifle ammo.
Fuck yeah.
Okay,
Why not
I
have
used
some
all
money?
of my machine gun ammo.
I
All
don't
gone.
have the money. Can I sell the grenade launcher? For $400! It's not worth it. Wait, hold on. It's not worth selling anything. Unless I sell... No. Can I oh, one... Do you want, machine gun ammo?
Sure.
I'll also give you this. So I can take it out.
Gee, thanks.
I've got 5 weapons.
Why?
I don't know, maybe I'll need them.
Fucking ridiculous.
Who knows? Something might happen. I'm ready to ball. Cause this is the last chapter of the game.
So that's
My god.
That's Ouroboros.
if that ever gets out.
Jared two
Hate the way
types
she
of
says
people.
it.
He's actually
Why did she
serious
say
about
it? Like,
destroying the entire planet.
Oh, all of my shit was up there. There was so much shit up here. Alright. I guess we go back down. I'm ready for everything. I got a rocket launcher that's depends might do something. I got a grenade
you're
launcher.
prepared for shit that I can't even fathom.
Yeah. I mean, surely this is the final chapter. Like, this is the final chapter. We're going to fight the final boss, right? So I might as well use this shit I've accumulated over my journey to kill the final boss.
Kill Albert Wesker.
I'm going to kill that man. He's blonde and evil.
That fucking blonde that I hate.
That fucking guy that I hate. I thought we were gonna look and Wesker's just gonna be piloting the ship.
Oh hey Chris.
Oh,
Nice
hey,
of you to
Chris.
join me.
An assault bomber. When Jill said Wesker was planning to spread Ouroboros throughout
Salt
the
bomber.
world,
I how they know her.
He's planning to use this to spread it.
There he is.
There he is. Come on, let's go.
That's what you said.
Yeah. See, I'm correct.
Jill.
Oh my god, Jill!
You alright?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Just listen carefully. There's something I need to tell you.
Wesker's your dad!
For human strength.
Wesker's pregnant with your child, Chris.
I'm pregnant and you're the father.
so if we cut the supply of serum, he loses his strength.
Affirmative. But he just took a dose, so it's gonna be a while before he needs another one.
So we keep him distracted. 7 minutes.
Listen, Excella said that the amount
7 minutes in heaven with Wesker.
So if he injects too much, it should act like a poison. I think she used the serum labeled PG678W.
The shit that we had! That can't be injected into children.
You need to find that
Thank God he's not a child.
Excella always took it with her, and that's how she came.
Jill. Come in.
Oh my god.
Jill.
She dropped it the whole time.
Chris, this is it.
All we gotta do is inject him with it like twice. Or something. Probably.
Let's give it a shot.
No, we're giving him a shot.
Time to take your medicine.
Bomber equipped with
Medicine.
missiles. He can't fly around in that without getting shot down.
He can't fly around in that.
Plane can't get shot down. If it does, it'll initiate a biohazard.
It's just like Jill.
Biohazard.
He's planning to spread this virus.
Resident Evil Biohazard.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's all connected.
Warning. Fire detected in the
Those residents really are evil.
sealing off area with
Why the fuck the camera have to do that?
evacuate the area immediately. Warning. Sealing off area with secondary bulkhead.
I love when
Ooh.
fire.
Oh, they're kind of exploding and dying anyway.
They're having a bad time.
Oh, bye.
Shotgun shells for my shotgun.
Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, hey. Get out of here, man. hook! Oh yeah, I'm out of like... Oh, herb?
Herb.
I'm here to kill people, and maybe even kill people, potentially.
Holy
Oh, there's a
shit.
guy. Thank you. Oh, what? Secondary bulkhead.
Trying to think of a joke for that, and I can't.
Oh, there's people here. Straight! Finally. Oh, you're joking.
So long.
Behind you, behind you, behind you.
Oops. Meant to press C. Oh!
Yee. Turn around, dickhead. What?
Ow!
He fucking shocked us and blew up. What a legend. Uh-oh.
Oh my god!
They're exploding all over us.
Gross.
Oh, no, they're like all here.
Ow! I can't even see half of what's happening.
Yeah, oh, I'm dying. Awesome. Help, 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 help. Thank you. They were through here.
Bro! Like, I can't do anything. I don't know where things are coming from, where explosions are.
Where did this dickhead come from? Oh, he's up there. Okay, I was gonna shoot him. Crotch shot, bitch. Alright. Let's heal. Oh, okay. I'm hoping we'll be fine if we don't wake anything up. Oh! I'm assuming we both got to pull this. Ooh, checkpoint.
Uh-oh.
So wait, we gotta wait for this now? Oh, they've woke up.
Yup.
I'm getting them. Oh. Oh. The other one is dead. I would help. Great. I'm dead.
Bro.
He grabbed me! Fuck!
The fact that they can just insta-kill you is fucked.
Yeah. I thought I grabbed something. Do I not keep it? Oh. Boo-hoo, I guess. We'll get there. There's the checkpoint here, so all we gotta do is pull these levers again.
Actually,
This time we know what's going on.
There's a guy that is across that I'll kill.
Yeah.
Opening primary bulkhead. Please maintain a safe distance from the bulkhead.
Chris,
Or at least
please.
there was.
Oh, I can't.
Ow.
I can't.
I'm trying to jump down. There you go.
Oh, they're both after me. Great. Fuck off. Please don't. Chris, please move. Move, Chris! Chris! Move! Move! Please. Fuck off. Get out of here, man. Alright. They're dealt with.
Cool.
That's fucked up.
Oh.
Oh! Right. I'm
TF2.
TF2. I need to run.
Ow.
Yeah, just avoid them. We could go for one of them first. Like try and I'm being targeted. Hip 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 hip.
Ow.
Trying to get him. Oh, I've only got one bullet.
Oh, motherfucker. The other guy's up here with me.
Yeah, I'm dealing with this guy. Just deal with your own dude. Whoa!
I'm very nearly dead.
Just heal if you need to.
And cores are exploding.
I'm
I don't
so
have
screwed.
any heals.
I-
Dead.
How do I help you? I don't know where to go. I'm so screwed. Oh, yeah, I don't think I can help.
Oh, we're fucked.
Yeah, no, I can't help you. Well, we know what's about to
We
happen.
know what we're dealing with, so we can prepare.
Well, I already know what I want to do.
Explode the mans.
Yep.
Kerblam.
Explosive. Hmm. Reload all my shit. Let's do this.
Opening primary bulkhead. Please maintain a safe distance from the bulkhead.
Alright, that one's dead. Oh, come on, I was out of ammo. Alright. Sweet. How about we both go up here?
Or still. Why was that so much easier?
Because I actually hit my shots that time.
Oh my god, imagine.
Alright, I'm gonna, like, just shoot him with grenades, I think. Wrong wall. I'm so ready. I'll try and deal with the big guys if you try and deal with the small guys.
Mhm.
When it, you know, eventually. Here we go. What the fuck? My jailbreak.
Oh, there's proximity mines and shit up here.
Is there? Get back here, you dickhead. I am trying. Uh-oh. I wonder if we could just run past them. Oh, come on.
Oh, he's focused on me.
There's 2 of them. That guy explodes.
Okay, he's up here with me now. I'm jumping down.
Yep. Oh god, they're all here.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I got stuck. He's coming. I'm dead. He's right here. I'm dead.
Oh my god.
My fucking jailbreaker did nothing. What's even the point of this thing? Get out of my inventory. It gave me shotgun shells. Alright. Better idea. We just fucking lure him out. And then put him back in.
Oh. Not sure what you mean by that, but sure.
We lure him out. And then we run in.
From where they came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we just need to run in, stun them. Like, we stay here. Wow, that other one died already. Alright, that one's dead.
Savage.
GG. Alright, yeah, we just, like, stay here, I think. Or is there there's shit up there, isn't there?
There's 2 doors. They've got, like, 2 things in there, but there was a first aid spray in here, which I want.
Oh yeah, good idea.
The other one had a red herb in it.
This one? Alright.
Yeah.
I can't even pick it up.
Well, we both have a first aid spray, so...
Yeah.
Alright, should we jump down and just be prepared to run?
I think so.
Just try and stun him on the way through, I guess.
Yep, that's the idea.
Oh, there's a fucking, like, machine gun turret on the other side.
That probably would help. I can try and stun both of them if you want to try and jump to that.
Okay, because I need to go down the,
Alright,
the stairs.
Oh my god, a guy just blocked me. This is bad.
Alright, I got it.
You got it?
Oh my god.
I'm currently dealing with all the small guys. Oh, no, no! I need to heal. Oh crap, they're all around me. Please.
Alright, red guy's down.
Alright, the last guy is on me? Nice. He's dead.
Down.
We got this. Oh no. I'm alive? Alright, grab the key card off the other guy as well. Nice.
Holy shit.
We'll take these. Game plan.
Who knew that if we actually paid attention to our surroundings, we would have figured it out? What's up here? Acid rounds. I don't want that. Give me the first aid spray.
Nice. Did you bring... Yeah, you did. Take that.
Arrive by ammo drop-off.
Yeah. Wow. I'm surprised that we did it.
Third time's the charm.
Third time is the charm. Hell yeah. My god. And I didn't even have to use my RPG.
Something doesn't feel right.
I used one grenade.
Yeah, I hear ya. Don't let your guard down for a second.
Alright. Final boss time?
I like that she says something doesn't feel right, as if any of this has been, like, normal.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
It's the aircraft
Spaceship
carrier.
looking ass.
That's what they were talking about.
Yeah, fucking, like, Batman ass
Yeah,
looking.
stealth bomber. That's the plan, Wesker.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's gonna teleport to him.
Can you imagine if he threw them and, like, they just landed on Chris's face? Like,
That'd be awesome.
see the world through my prescription lenses.
Come on, Chris. Inject him. Do it, buddy. Oh, he's... Look at his fucking sick-ass moves. Damn, there it is.
Oh man.
What do you accomplish by unleashing Ouroboros?
Every day, humans come one step closer to self-destruction. I'm not destroying the world. I'm saving it.
Come on, Sheva, do it.
Fight him.
Oh, sucker punch. Okay, for as bad as this game is, Wesker's fucking ballin'. There it is! Chris, you gotta do it.
This may be our only chance.
Why? What do you mean this may be our only chance? As if that wasn't the plan to begin
As he
with.
falls down, he just holds it up and injects it in his ass.
Hey, Chris.
Do you actually think you can defeat me?
Either way, I'm not gonna stop until I'm dead.
That's the plan.
Well then, I'll just have to kill you quickly.
7 minutes. How are we supposed to kill him? What's... how do...
I'll see you dead.
Oh yeah, we gotta like... Oh, nice.
What is this lever for?
He just like beeline to me, help!
I pulled the lever, I don't know what it did. Oh, turn the light off.
Ah, there you are.
Oh yeah, he gets like confused. We gotta hide from him.
You're merely postponing the inevitable.
Does he turn the light back on?
There's no point in hiding.
Turn all the lights off.
I'm doing it.
Oh my god, I found another rocket launcher.
Off.
With a scope! Come pick up your rocket launcher.
No, it's never occurred to me.
I'm
Where
climbing
the
up
fuck?
this. You should come over
Where
here.
did he go?
What? He can just do that?
And with Ouroboros.
He's just gonna fucking.
He's throwing missiles at me! Oh, I can blow him
I
up.
blew it up in his hand.
I don't think we can get to him, can we?
No, I don't think
Come
so.
get your rocket launcher. It's like over here. I
Fucking
can...
hold on. I don't know if I can even.
He's running to me!
No
He
space.
ran to you.
Ah! Get dodged, bro. Again?
Well, you didn't dodge him.
What the fuck was that? It made me do it twice.
You didn't dodge him.
I dodged, and then it was like, okay, do a second one.
Do it
Dodge
again.
again.
Do it again. Do it again, you won't. You didn't.
It's like,
My last Anzac biscuit.
I have so much shit.
Yes, you do. I don't even have a health thing.
gun. Oh, here.
Oh, thank you. Oh my god, I can do it. Yes! 40! Finally.
Holy shit.
I've got big 40. I could also upgrade my Magnum. Now my Magnum does more damage.
Oh my god. That's crazy, bro.
We're going to kill Wesker. I think.
Maybe.
I'll see you dead.
Oh.
I got his attention, I think. Or not?
Light off.
Nope. I got him. Oh.
Ooh. The way he runs is so
I just scoped in him doing it!
Uh-oh.
That was so fucking funny to watch.
Oh, I shot his glasses off his face.
Nice. Sorry, I was healing.
He can no longer see.
There's no point in hiding.
Shut up,
You're
Wesker.
merely postponing the inevitable.
Make sure you try
Right,
and
yeah.
shoot him. Shoot the rocket that he's holding.
Yep.
Your struggle is
Picks it up like it is just made of paper.
Hold another one, idiot. Oh, he tried.
You can only you have to be actively using the rocket launcher. If you put it down, you put it down.
Oh, he's running to me.
So it's on the ground right now.
Oh, okay. Stop running to me, Wesker, you fucking bitch. Get shot. Alright, I think I'm, like, luring him away. Damn it. Come over to me, Wesker. Wow, I'm really bad at aiming. Oh,
His fucking sprint to you.
it's so funny. Is he going back up?
I interrupted his dialogue. That's how much I don't care about whatever the fuck you have to say.
I shot him. Oh, he's stunned. I can get him. Or not.
Get him! Oh, what the fuck? Ow.
Hey, Wesker.
Literally, as I went to get him, he...
Yeah, he recovered.
Yeah.
Come on,
Recovered
buddy.
very quickly.
I feel like I need to stay, like, really close to him.
Humans truly matter.
Please. Yes! Body blow. Ah! I'm dead. I'm dead as hell. Don't! I'm pressing E, buddy! I got no healing.
There's no point in hiding.
Alright, come to me.
Yeah, hello.
I have to separate this chaff from the wheat.
Oh, do not. Counter-attack. I wonder if I can, like, do this stuff. Wesker, you're really bad at aiming, dude.
Ah! Leave me alone!
Ignorant creature.
Get him, get it. Oh, he was kneeling. No. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Oh my god. I took the follow.
Come on. He just needs to get stunned. Alright, buddy. I am shooting him in the back. Run to me, buddy. Or not. Cool idea just dropped. Run to me. He's so distracted. Oh, Jesus Christ!
What the fuck was that?
He just fucking jump scared me.
The option to do a somersault
Got his
popped up.
ass.
There we go.
You gotta like do fucking... I wish I could help.
Oh my god, I pressed the button for a counter attack and it didn't work.
Get him, get him, get him! I gotta run! Yeah, bitch! Get ejected! Get ejected. Let's go! Thank you for the follow, Plinio. Finally. Oh, he threw that thing across the room.
Our voices!
Our voices! Speedrun cop, no. Not at all.
My god, he's becoming more evil.
He's the resident. Holy shit.
Holy fuck.
He's gonna operate that fucking plane drunk, dude.
No! You can't operate heavy machinery, Wesker! Get in! We're going
We're
to
just
space.
getting on. I'm
Resident
getting on.
Evil in space. Trevor is not making it.
I'm making that shit.
We just play the rest of the game and I don't do shit.
That'd be really funny. Oh shit. Let's go.
Resident Evil on the plane.
What's going to happen? We gotta stop him. We gotta stop Wesker.
Where is he going?
It seems I may have underestimated you, Chris.
Never
shit.
estimate me.
Never estimate me.
I don't need anyone else. I have Ouroboros. In
Okay,
less
bro.
than 5 minutes, we'll reach the
I have less than 5 minutes to play with you.
Ouroboros will be released into
I have 5 minutes before Mom says I have to go to bed.
global saturation.
Oh yeah, no, he's still very powerful. Oh, he discombobulated me.
Discombobulate.
Your feeble attempts only delay the
Distract target. Discombobulate. He's just holding it to its side as he teleports. It's so funny. Hey Wesker, why aren't you shooting?
and I will be the creator.
Because he has to do his villain monologue.
Yeah. Oh my god, Spider-Man.
It's on the roof!
Oh my god, he's been stabbed.
Cut off his arm. Uh-oh.
I don't think that's a good idea. Oh my god, he did
Yeah,
it again.
Chris.
Did he inject another one?
Estimated time until missile deployment. 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Estimated time until missile
Are we fucking killing him?
What are we gonna do? Are we gonna like throw him out of the plane?
That's what I was thinking. Hang on. Wesker's like, oh shit. Ooh. He's getting thrown out. Into the ocean. Shoot him, Chris. You probably have the strength to do that. Oh, Sheva's gonna die? Holy shit, Sheva's gonna die. Oh. Don't worry, guys. I'll save you.
Volcano!
Volcano.
Nuh-uh.
Oh. Goodbye, Wesker. Get volcanoed.
I think we're gonna get volcanoed.
Yeah, we may have been volcanoed.
How do we escape this situation? How the fuck do we get
How
out
does this affect the
volcanoed?
trout population?
Severely.
We're in the volcano.
There's no way we survive this. How fucking warm is it?
I mean, all things considered, probably not that warm.
It's an active volcano. What do you mean?
I don't know.
That's lava. Like
That's
one of the
straight
hottest
lava.
things you can literally imagine ever. We're just chilling?
We're just chilling.
What the fuck?
Oh. Never mind, okay, I guess we're not just chilling.
How it's raining.
There he is!
It's raining in the volcano.
Yeah, it's like a bit of extra shit. Why are you shirtless?
Oh my god! He's hot!
I should have killed you.
You like what you see, Chris?
Why is he shirtless?
Your mistake. It's over, Wesker.
He's trying to... He's trying
That's
to not
odd.
Just getting started.
He just wants Chris to know how ripped he is.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's Ouroborosing. Great.
To die, Chris.
Yo, he's like using that as like a knife. Oh, he's got big obvious weak point in the middle. I mean, that's a pretty cool design, I won't lie. Oh.
Why can't you understand, Chris?
Back up, back up.
I'm trying, my screen is shaking so much.
Oh, okay.
Chris just
Cool.
falls in the lava and fucking dies.
This is the end of Chris Redfield.
Oh, we separated.
What the fuck am I supposed to do? He's going after my ass! I hope I'm going the right way. Yeah, okay, aim for that thing! Yeah, I'd love to aim for that thing.
What is he doing? He's like pickaxing the ground.
Don't know, I don't know. I'm shooting him in the head.
Oh my
So I
god.
literally can't do anything. What? How am I supposed to help you?
I'm holding onto the edge of a fucking cliff.
How am I supposed to
Alright,
help
I
you
helped
with that?
I helped myself. Okay.
I've got grenades, Wesker!
What is the fucking boulder? Why? I don't know what it's showing
What
me.
am I supposed to do about this? Thank you for the sub. One day I might even get a Pokemon card.
What is happening?
I don't know what's going on! He's evil! The Resident! Finally, we found him. Where did he go?
I think he's behind me.
That's just the stepping stone you need? Chris, what do you plan on doing?
I think you need to push it so that I can jump over.
Chris fucking Redfield lifting a giant... I'm punching it! I just punched that
The
thing.
boulder.
Streams would be so cool with Pokemon card. One day I'll find a Pokemon card. Where is he?
This is all very normal. Oh my god!
The human race requires judgment.
You're going to judge us?
Oh, great.
You get all your ideas from comic book villains?
Yeah, you tell him, Chris.
Run away, run away, run away, run away. There's not many places to run, I'll be real. I'll try and get behind him. So I can shoot him in the fucking heart.
Checkpoint.
Oh, hey Wesker. I think I'm like right there. Hey. Oh, okay. Hi. Hello, Wesker. Look out. He's just holding it.
Look how big my arm is.
Look at how cool it is. Wesker! I threw it over him.
Shove him in the back. Oh.
What the fuck?
Meat tornado.
Oh my god, look! It's the thing! It's the thing! Got his ass. I don't even know what's going on. Get staggered, bitch. Oh, it's behind him. I see it. There it is. I can't even shoot. Oh, I've got like... that's not a lot of ammo left. Hey, Wesker, turn the fuck around, dude. There we go.
I'm empty.
How much damage do I have to deal with this man?
I can't lose, not to you.
Shoot him in the head, shoot him in the head, shoot him in the head.
I have almost no ammo left, like, at all, in
Yeah.
anything.
No. Got him.
I dodged it.
Is he worming again?
Oh,
Yep.
shit's falling down everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
What is he doing? He's worming. What?
Are we doing this right? I don't know.
Fuck this, dude. Get out of the way. That didn't do anything to him. Oh, great. Oh, never mind. He's still worming. Yeah, I feel like we're not doing anything to him. I'll just keep him here, though.
Well, there's a thing over there, but I don't know. It won't let me jump over.
Is it just... Is this cutscene him, like, covering it back up? That might be it.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if it's like... Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm out of pistol ammo.
He knocked shit down.
Did he?
In like a... See over here? There's a shiny thing over there.
I'm like out of ammo.
Knock this thing down. Alright, bro, calm down.
Oh, yeah, no. Do we gotta bring him over here?
Maybe. Like get him to break it off or something?
I don't know.
Because I don't know what else to do. Like, we are almost completely out of ammo.
I got a
And
grenade.
it doesn't seem like it's actually doing anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Start knifing him. Let him get a bit closer. Bad idea. Oh, did you just
Oh.
die?
I just got yeeted into the volcano. That looked so fucking ridiculous. What the fuck?
Goodbye. Oh my god.
Yeeted.
That was unnecessarily funny. Alright.
I've never been yeeted so hard in my life.
Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting.
Alright, well, I fully upgraded my shotgun.
Oh, nice.
I still don't know what it is that we're missing. Like, it's gotta be
Yeah.
something.
Hey Wesker, what's up, buddy? A lot of people struggle with this fight. I don't have any... I'm assuming you just gotta, like... shoot him in the heart, or whatever. Like, that's all I'm
That's what we've
assuming.
been trying to do.
Can you stand the fuck still, Wesker? And then this is the cutscene where he's like, oh, actually, you're not shooting me in the heart anymore. Really? How do I help you? Okay. I helped. Let him use up his worm. Oh boy. He's worming. What the hell do you do? And then after this, he's gonna turn around. Yep. I feel like I'm not shooting it.
I can't move, not to you.
Is that new dialogue?
Maybe. Around, bitch.
He will, he will. Turn your ass around. Wow.
What?
What? Was it that
What
easy?
were we doing wrong?
What were we doing?
What we were doing before? I don't understand. This fucking
The
game,
fuck?
man.
Okay. Oh, and yeah, we're like in that little spot now. Oh, damn. He just got lavaed.
I'm melting. I'm melting. No way.
Oh, it's Jill. Hey, Jill. Hello,
And
Jill
fucking-
Valentine from
what's his
Resident
name?
Evil 3.
James. He's living.
He's living. Let's get out of here.
What about the shiny thing?
You have to
Chris
alternate
falls
shots
into the
correctly,
active
apparently at
volcano.
his chest and back, or he won't die. We didn't do that. We just shot him in his chest.
I was shooting him in the back.
Oh, I was shooting him in the chest. Maybe we did do that. I was just shooting the fucking orange thing. Hell yeah, thanks. What the hell? That man's got fucking grappling hook. He's got a built-in grappling hook. That's crazy. Oh, hell yeah, finally.
Yeah.
I get to use my RPG that I didn't actually use this time.
Locked and loaded.
Suck on this, Wesker.
Your time's up, you son of a bitch.
Bye, Wesker. Double RPG'd.
Bye-bye.
Wesker's fucking dead.
See you later.
We did it! See you later, Stinky. And now we leave. Thank you. Fucking golf clap.
Oh my god, we can finally be done with this fucking game.
I can finally leave.
It's over.
And then we load up Resident Evil 6.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the fucking building again.
Next week, we're back in the fucking Resident again.
More and more.
In the Resident
Evil.
Oh my
6.
god.
There's 6 of them this time.
For a future without fear. Yeah.
Sounds kinky.
Do you think in Chris's mind he's like, maybe they'll let me have a threesome?
I trust them with my life. They both saved my life.
Maybe they'll let me smash.
Why is it just? I was like, why is it just staying here?
Credit roll.
Finally,
We did it!
The credits rolled. Finally, we beat Resident Evil 5.
Holy shit.
It's been a wild ride. Jesus. What a game. There were 2 programming for the PC version.
That was it. Just
That was
those
it.
2. They did everything.
Hell yeah. You know, all things considered, it was a decent game. There was
It was
parts.
fun to play.
There were
We-
parts.
I think if I played this on my own, I would not have had as much fun.
Yeah, definitely. If I had to deal with an AI partner, I probably would have killed myself. But, you know, we take these. Let's go. Now we can play 6, and then once we're done with 6, I get to play 7 and 8. Oh god, I have to play 7 and 8, the scary ones.
Yeah. You get to play Biohazard!
I do.
Biohazard is probably one of my favorites.
That makes sense.
I also like horror games, so
Yeah.
this was definitely less of a horror game.
This was an action game.
Or just fucking constant action. Ruben Langdon, that's not who is Chris Redfield.
I'm pretty sure it was motion capture.
Yeah, I didn't see the thing. I was just.
No, I just said cast. It didn't say anything about, like, voice. It just said cast, and I was like, that's not Roger Craig Smith. Why is the game so loud all of a sudden?
Yeah, it got really loud.
It suddenly, it boosted itself.
Jill Valentine's stunt double.
Imagine being Jill Valentine's stunt double.
In a motion capture
In a motion
video game.
capture. You know, they're probably gonna remake this game. Because in the end of Resident Evil 4, you get to see Wesker. Like the remake.
Oh my god.
So they might remake 5 next. That, or they should remake 0. I think they should remake 0. But, you know, if they remake 5, we get to play it again.
I can't wait. Hopefully they fix the fucking controls.
Oh, they definitely would. They would make it more in line with the normal Resident Evil. What a game. There it is, ADR voiceover. Yeah! There they are.
Mommy.
It's everyone.
Woman in trouble.
They'd have to fix the controls, surely. They would. I'm sure they would. If they're doing a remake like the Resident Evil 4 remake, or like the recent remakes, they would definitely just put it in line with all of the rest of them. Maybe they'll combine 5 and 6, that'd be fun. The 2 multiplayer games, they like remake both of them and put it in one big package.
Well, this only took us like 10 hours.
Yeah, no, it did not take us that long.
So if they combine the 2 of them together, I think that probably wouldn't be terrible.
I feel like
definitely a shorter experience.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, there's
the
only
flutes.
6 chapters. Oboes.
Clarinet, my guy Gary on the clarinet.
My guy Gary.
Tuba, Doug on the tuba.
Doug on the tuba. Timp. What the fuck is a timp?
Like like a timpani drum.
I don't know. It just said timp.
Maybe.
Maybe. Timp. I love Foley artists. They're so goated.
Hell yeah, they made all the sounds with real shit.
Yeah. Gun
I love
handler.
watching the guys that did all of the sounds for Halo.
I know.
About the shit that they did. And how so many of them just use their fucking cars.
Yeah. Foley artists are so cool.
Yeah, I love watching them do their stuff. Talk about like all the different things that make different noises.
Yeah.
Like finding out that the sound of rain is usually chicken frying in a pan.
Yeah. That's fun. There were so many testers of this game. And it was still shit. No, it wasn't. How many? They had 2 testers for the PC version. They were like, you guys make sure that the fucking multiplayer works. They were like, bet, let's do a playthrough together.
It was literally just the 2 of them doing a co-op playthrough.
They were like, yep,
good.
it's tested. We were able to complete one. That's actually crazy.
We get an after credits scene.
Why would you get an after credits scene? They probably didn't even know that they were going to make a 6th one when they made the 5th one.
I mean, they probably did, let's be real.
Well, I'm pretty sure Resident Evil 5 was going to be like the last one.
Oh my god! So many achievements.
3 achievements for me. I can view Albert Wesker in the library and play Mercenaries.
Holy shit.
I can now
New
select
Game Plus!
Sheva,
Oh no.
Desperate Escape, the Mercenaries United,
Now
6 figures.
Chris heavy metal in costume.
I got 6. Sheva Fairy Tale.
Where? I don't even know where to
Look at
find
my
any of
fucking
this
accuracy compared to
Hell yeah, dude.
yours. What happened?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Library? Yes. I can view figures. Gotcha! There's none! I can't choose any of them!
Yeah, I don't know how to, like, look at any of this shit.
The history of Resident Evil. I don't care. I want to look. Records? Nope. Oh, wow. I did pretty well in my normal playthrough, except for 1B. I apparently used the gun turret a lot. Apparently I have 100% accuracy? Hey, 90% accuracy on that rifle is crazy. And then 89% accuracy with the pistol that I was using is crazy too. What can I say? I'm kind of goated.
140 headshots with the pistol.
140. I had 113. Yeah. So I died. I died once to a crocodile, once to Wesker, once to Jill, once to Liquor B, a Gatling gun Magini. That guy was fucked. An Executioner, just a normal fucking dude with a spear, and 2 Reapers. Yeah, that was fucked. I remember that. How do you buy shit? Oh, bonus. Extra content. Additional episodes and items not featured in the original version.
What?
There's extra modes!
Oh my god.
Oh, I found the extra figures. Chris Warrior.
Where
Why
are
he
they?
do that? Why he liked that?
Where,
Why
where are
he...
you looking?
If you go to if you go to play game, and you can go into extra content and then extra figures. Thirst Trap Chris? Yeah, what the fuck? He's got a triple barrel shotgun. Why can I press F1 to help? Oh, it's telling me how to use it.
Nightmares?
That's the fucking
Chris
fairy
Fairy
tale Sheva.
Some years back, find out what happened on that mission.
I wonder if
Learn
it's
how
co-op.
Josh and Jill escaped the Tricell facility.
Chris
Play the
Heavy Metal goes
mercenary.
hard. I love that the first 2 extra figures are thirst traps.
Oh my god.
They're all thirst traps. The extra figures are all thirst traps. Barry! Who the fuck is this guy? Rebecca?
What the fuck
She's
is
not
this
in this game, is she?
outfit?
Which one are you looking at?
Okay, but I was gonna say, imagine doing a cosplay of the Fairy Tale Shiva, like.
Right?
But like, where is this ever featured?
It's a costume that you unlock. You can play as these.
Yeah, I get that, but like, why?
Lost in Nightmares. I wonder if you can play this in... Oh, you can play this in multiplayer? We're not done yet! We've got other shit to do. Learn how Josh and Jill escaped from the... Oh my god, we could actually just... We could play these games. We could play these extra modes. The Mercenaries Reunion.
Do you want to?
Maybe at some point.
Oh,
Bonus features.
We're never gonna be finished with this game.
No, we're fucking not. I can exchange for points. There's 0 points. There's filters in this game.
What?
I'm looking at all. Oh, I need to get the emblems. I see. I forgot about the emblems. We got 5 out of 30 of them.
Wow.
Oh,
To be
this
fair,
is...
I don't think we're looking.
No, we were definitely not looking. We're gonna have to look if we want to actually 100% it or whatever for the achievement.
Yeah, but we'll just follow a guide. Like.
Yeah. We'll do it. We can do it by ourselves.
Yeah.
This is
Fuck streaming it. I think it would be boring as shit to watch.
it would definitely be boring. I'm unlocking all of the cool shit because I've got so many points. They're all worth 500. There are versus characters. You can buy characters. There's one that costs 50,000 points. What the fuck is a versus character? Oh, you completely upgrade the guns. I can look at I can buy a crocodile. Special settings. I can select costumes. Why are you a zebra? I can be the warrior, and Sheva can be... she can be clubbing. Have you seen the clubbing costume?
No, where are you looking? I'm so
looking at
confused.
I can choose.
Where do I...
Special
where
settings.
Where do I go? Special settings.
Yeah.
Costume select.
You can choose which costume you want to play.
Oh my god, you can play as shirtless Chris Redfield.
I'm gonna choose shirtless Chris Redfield, and you can also select a filter. Classic horror, retro, and something else. Why can you? Why? So it goes from green filter to
Oh, wait,
blue filter to red filter.
I don't have like half of these. How did you
They're
bonus?
I wonder what this is. If you go
I shit
into, you buy them with points through the bonus features. The mercenaries. Oh, that's Wesker. I see Wesker. So you got the mercenaries, and you've got the mercenaries reunion. Special characters. Rebecca.
I
Oh,
wish it
Rebecca.
would show you what it looked like before you.
I know. You can go online and play. There's a fucking online leaderboard.
What?
For versus mode. What the hell? There's only 600 players that have played this game. What the hell? This is awesome.
Turn off the ammo limit
Even
for
less.
the shotgun.
What?
For 8,000 points, I can turn off the ammo limit for the shotgun.
Oh, because you upgraded it fully. That
Like,
makes
we
sense.
upgraded it.
Yeah, I can't do any of that. That's
wild.
cool. Infinite ammo. Anyway, we're done here. We can play New Game Plus if we wanted to. We'll probably have to for an achievement, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I
'Cause we
can't
also
believe
have
Chris
to-
Redfield doesn't have a clubbing outfit.
I know. He's got a clubbing outfit. It's the fourth one. Or the shirtless one.
That's true.
Yeah, you gotta find all the BSAA emblems. Build up a certain level of trust with your partner. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
We'll figure it out.
I feel like some of
there's, like-
the achievements are probably tied to the extra shit.
Yeah. You're doing trust exercises? Who knows? Defeat 100 players using physical attacks in versus.
Oh no.
There's online modes.
I was gonna say that sounds like an achievement that's unobtainable.
No, I'm sure you would just get into like a 1v1 match and then just beat the shit out of someone
Well,
100 times.
The question is does it have to be 100 separate people? Or is it just 100 wins? Like,
That's the question. Who knows?
because if it's 100 wins, we can farm that. That's fine. That's whatever. If it's
yeah.
100 separate people, we're fucked. Like, there's no way.
Yeah,
That's
there's
not
only like
acceptable.
600 people on this game at one, like that are on the leaderboards, at the very least. Who the fuck has played this game? Yo, I'm apparently. Wow, people have definitely. How fast have people beaten this game? Ah, in 0 seconds. That makes sense.
Oh.
Friends only. Oh yeah, fuck you, Ashton. Well, with that being said, we are done. Resident Evil 5 is done. We don't have to play this game. Well, we will play this game, but
We
not on
will
stream.
play this game because I want all the achievements.
Yes, but we will not be playing it. We are done for stream. Next time,
Until we
Yeah.
start Resident Evil 6.
next week is Resident Evil 6 on Tuesday.
Holy shit.
We're leveling up unless you want to play one of the side modes. It's up to you, but I'm down for just moving on to 6. We could just do the side modes by ourselves because they're achievements and stuff as well. But yes, I'm done for stream today. Tomorrow for Everyday August, guess what I'm doing?
Streaming.
I'm streaming. Yeah.
Oh my god, I was right.
I'm going to attempt to learn the Donkey Kong Bonanza speedrun.
I'm going to make an attempt on
I'm gonna
my
learn. I'm gonna make an attempt on my life, on Donkey Kong's life. Poor guy. I'm gonna try and learn it. I don't know if I'm gonna do well or whatever. I'm gonna try and learn it. I've been looking at like stuff and like tech and stuff. I don't know. When I played the game for the first time, I was like, this feels like a game you could speedrun, because I was just like getting banana after banana after banana in quick succession. I was like, surely, like, it doesn't seem like you need bananas in this game. So we're gonna try. I don't know how long it's going to take, because obviously I don't know the route. But we'll see. We might not even finish it. Like, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and learn it. So we might be following a guide. Well, I'll try and figure out something. But I will catch you guys tomorrow for that. Reminder, we're at $300 so far. If we hit 400, I have to stream Roblox. I have never played Roblox before. So, $400. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.